need that much.
No.
So it's not
No.
actually that big of a buff to him.
I mean,
I don't know.
looking at this as well, surely Alliance are going to ban out the Lifestealer. Is that quite a big...
Oh yeah, Lifesteal is an issue too.
You know, it's still there. And Secret, they have a Slardar and Invoker combination to pair up with it. And, you know, Lifestealer are pretty nice against the IO Tiny. Very
Yeah.
hard for them to gank and very easy for him to turn around. They have
I
a
agree
Slardar
with
and
you.
Invoker with it.
But I mean, they'll probably ban it. I mean, is there any
And,
other hero
know,
that you
Lifestealer
feel?
are pretty nice against the IO
I mean,
Tiny.
Juggernaut is one that I'd say probably Secret are more comfortable. I swear they play more Jug than Lifestealer. But I mean, they'll probably ban it. I mean, is there any other
Again,
hero that you
Lifestealer
feel?
are pretty nice against the IO
I mean,
Tiny.
Juggernaut is one
And
that
they're
I'd
very
say
strong
probably
with.
Secret are more.
Bounty
Does
Hunter.
comfortable. I swear they play more Jug than
BHS is an
Lifestealer.
issue.
Yeah, against the IO.
Yeah, because
One that
They're
I'd
very
say
strong
probably
with.
deal with Pilot Eyelash.
Secret are more.
Bounty
But it does
Hunter in the early game, and you need to slow down Pai's game. He just gets way too many levels on the Iron.
comfortable. I swear they play more Jug than Lifestealer.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't...
against the IO.
Do you think
Yeah.
Alliance...
Because
I don't
One
think
that
they
I'd very
very
strong
strong
with.
Iron Talon on their
Secret are more,
but
but it
they
does-
will stick in the lane with the
you
Tiny.
need to slow.
won't they? What do you
Likely.
think? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they actually need to
Yeah.
because Invoker will get too much otherwise. I wonder if he's going to go Quaswex. I haven't seen too much Quaswex recently, but sometimes you do it versus like the Wisp
Yes.
to survive in lane.
I mean, normally it's well, kind of like the Wexort kind of cross between the two.
recently, but
Yeah, very few recently have gone for the full cause Wex.
yeah, it just it's really weak in like the 10 to 25, just because the other team just farms up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, well, I'm trying to farm as Quaswex, but you can't farm quickly with those two abilities. Cold Snap, Tornado, EMP, terrible for neutrals. So, yep.
I'll see what Alliance want to grab from themselves. Maybe looking towards one of the offlane. A lot of offlane has been banned out. Oh, sorry. I just realised as well. I mentioned Jug earlier. Jug was the first ban from Secret, so that's certainly not something that Secret would be grabbing. But Alliance, Darkseer is still there. Could be quite nice
Darkseer's
for
pretty
comboing with the
good.
Tiny.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. CM's
Yeah.
also pretty good at dealing with Darkseer, though. You can just Ion.
Yeah, sure. When the surge, yeah.
Or you can kill the Ion Shield creeps at level 1 too.
Oh, okay,
which
that's
is really
yeah.
important. There's a couple things. A couple of reasons why Crystal Maid is pretty good. And the root during the ultimate with Acceptor, so good for Surge. Do you even know what Crystal Maid's Axe does?
I do, but you got to stand in it for like 2 seconds, Ben.
Yeah, I
that
know.
doesn't happen. You just walk out of it. You know, that's what they say on the internet, isn't it? It's like Monkey King Ult, just walk out of it. CM Ult, just walk out of it. You're losing the game, just walk out of it. You know, that's always the
Yeah.
answer, innit, from the kids.
It sounds so easy.
Yeah, just walk
Just
out of
walk
it, Ben.
out of it.
If, you know, life shit, just walk out of it. Well, that got dark. Well, there we have it. Alliance with the Witch Doctor pickup. Quite interesting as well. Not a hero that we're seeing a lot of teams pick up. There was a period where it very much was kind of the safety pick. It was incredibly common, but a lot less so now.
There's not as many setups for the Witch Doctor as before.
Yeah.
With the Witch Doctor ulti. There, like, Puck used to be popular, Void used to be popular, but now it's like, yeah, they just, you called it, walk out of it.
Walk out of it.
Walk out of it.
It is very nice, of course, for the push once Alliance get it together, I guess, with the healing wall, the healing and Voodoo Restoration and the IO. You know, getting that double heals. Incredibly nice on your main front line of cores like the Tiny when he's looking to just hit the buildings. That's Secret. What's next on their plate? Still looking for, we'd imagine, Kezu and MP's hero.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, ooh, okay.
Alliances turn to
Necro being picked up. That I feel like that's slightly interesting as well, because a lot of the times you think, okay, you got the Ghost Shroud to get out, but you got to be careful Ghost Shrouding when there's a Tiny in the neighborhood, because he will blow you up. I guess as long as you live out the initial burst, then you're fine, because the follow-up punches are not going to come in.
5 seconds.
But and I'd imagine as well that it's going to be MP playing that in the safe lane, isn't it, Ben? I mean, you wouldn't really put the Necro anywhere else on anyone else, would you?
I can't imagine it being a Kezu hero.
No.
So, yeah, I think it has to be MP. But it doesn't have any right click, which is not very good because you have trouble hitting towers. I guess that's what mid one is for, because he kind of does everything.
Yeah.
And then there's no extra sort of heal from his team too. I think Necrophos gains extra value when you have like a Wisp on your team or something like that that can actually
10 seconds remaining.
heal him up during Ghost Shroud. Tiny is also a hybrid hero, like you mentioned, some magic, some physical. So Ghost Shroud, not amazingly good here.
A Legion, Alliance.
Turn to
Oh, that is the.
Well, that's your Jonas fit
Ooh,
hero,
that
isn't
is
it?
nice. Yeah, they have the Wisp Legion in the offlane too. He can pressure
Okay.
Necrophos very hard.
Yeah, I like Alliance certainly. I think this is what's been quite enjoyable really to watch about Alliance this regional qualifiers. They certainly have their own idea about the game. You know, a lot of other teams you're seeing very similar picks, but I feel like Alliance are kind of breaking it out and getting themselves those little different lineups that have given them the edge in the past. I'm still impressed. We saw them win with Spectre. Now they're here. Legion Commander, Tiny Eye, Witch Doctor. Final ban from Secret, taking away the Nyx Assassin. Interestingly enough. I mean, imagine Jonas would be playing the Legion, wouldn't you? Or do you think Secret are looking at it and saying, well, it could be some sort of mid or safe lane
Could
Legion?
be, yeah, it could be mid Legion.
Yeah?
But Nyx destroys Invoker and Necrophos, especially when you
True.
have
Yeah.
the setup with a tiny relocate. So
Okay.
I think it's definitely a well warranted ban. It's a small chance that they pick it, but
Yeah.
it would be very rough, catastrophic,
10
perhaps.
seconds remaining.
Especially considering Puppy knows the insides and the outs of the
5
Nyx, doesn't want to
seconds
get
remaining.
sneaky Nyxed in game number 2.
Oh, there's Loda's hero to finish it off. Life Stealer.
Secret's turn to
Something there's, as I was saying, I felt it would have been nice for Secret, but they did opt for that Necro instead.
Lifestealer is Lifestealer. I was looking at it. I was like, okay, they have no right click at all on Team Secret. Maybe some Force Spirit Alacrity stuff on Invoker, but nothing that can really kill a Lifestealer. And they first ban Jug every time on Secret, so the only other Magic Immune hero, because Magic Immunity is great here. You don't necessarily want to buy BKB. You want that inherent Magic Immunity. Lifestealer, amazing versus these.
Yeah, and also it's going to be very nice just having the Life Stealer IO plus whoever's tethered with the Infest Bomb. A lot of ganking potential from Alliance, especially once they get that Blink Dagger on the Legion. Secret can
Or
be picked apart.
the Scepter on Lifestealer. You can relocate like 4 heroes.
There's no way you buy Scepter. I don't think I've ever seen anyone in a pro game buy Scepter.
I think
Have you seen a Scepter game?
once, maybe.
Okay,
It's not good.
it's not.
It's very fun though.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
It's very fun.
this kind of pseudo dark rift where you bring
I
in the
saw.
team.
I think I saw it once. There was
Okay.
a Pudge that went Radiance or something, and then Lifestealer ate him.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
No,
about.
I see. Yeah, back that was like at ESL Manila. I think it was like Empire, where they eat the Pudge, and then they get inside an Ancient Creep, and then you
Yeah.
have the Rot and the Radiance from inside this creep as it just chases people down. Yeah, well, you're right. I have seen the Ags Lifestealer back in the day, but not since a long time ago.
Nice.
Have fun. Limp wishes the team and their opponents. But indeed, this Necrophos, it will be Kezuban. Look at
Oh, it
this,
is a Kezu
boys and
hero.
girls. And it is going to be MP playing the safe lane Timbersaw.
Sounds risky. I guess.
Yeah?
If he's versus a Lifestealer, they didn't know it was going to be a Lifestealer in the safe lane though. But yeah, okay. I guess it is Kazuhiro.
I mean,
Nice
yeah,
team
that's.
fighter.
I guess it's going to be hard for Kezu to do really anything offensive. It's, at the same time, it's going to be hard to kill him, surely, because he once he has the Ghost Shroud and the heal, he can walk it off. Or maybe they can play around it. Even when he Ghost Shrouds, if they get some good bounces with the Paralyzing cards, can hold him in position. It depends how much help Kezu's going to have upon the top lane, but at the moment, I mean, do you think we will see support put up there with Kezu, or do you just kind of leave him on his own on this top lane?
Who's going to be there to support him? Puppy, I suppose.
Because I guess at the same time on the bottom lane, does MP need help against the Legion? Like, how's this
No.
1v1 go? This is
Timber
fine.
should-
Yeah.
Dumpster. Oh, actually, I think I've seen this matchup in mid before in the LC1. Yeah, actually, I don't think
Okay.
it's so Timber favored. I think
Okay.
the Legion gets press the attack, and then he can purge off the Whirling D-Blades, Whirling Blades
The
debuff.
Whirling D-Blades.
The Whirling D-Blades. The Whirling Blades debuff, and you actually do pretty decently. At least that's what I saw in the mid lane. Mid lane
Yeah.
might be a little bit different because you can get bottles, so you have more mana to spam and press the attack. But I'm not sure if Jonas fan is actually going to get the press the attack ability.
On top, Puppy. Comes in close and personal, brings his gem nice and low, and indeed it will have this top lane with Puppy sitting around with Kezu.
One thing is for sure is Kezu needs levels. You need levels of Ghost Shroud to stand up to this lane, and you need Death Pulse to actually do something in that lane too. So I think it's very important that Puppy does try and secure at least Kezu's level 2.
Pilot Eye, of course, straight into the jungle with the CM. Get those first few levels easily and quick. And again, this is going to be a game where we're not really going to see any members of Lions head over into the jungle of Secret. Top lane, Puppey actually missing the crush here. And that will give Alliance the opportunity to move in onto Kezu.
You got
Hanskin comes
Heartstopper.
across. Can they actually kill him off? That's the question. Good crush from Puppey. This time the second one will connect and holds back Alliance, so they'll keep Kezu safe.
EGM got heal of one.
Yeah, he had to at the start because Puppey chased him down. He was really low.
harassed.
Yeah, it was kind of like an emergency heal.
Kind of sucks for him though.
Sure, yeah, it did mean that they didn't get the kill there. A Cask or a Maledict would have certainly done it.
Well, shrined up, Puppey and Kezu will secure that top rune. Bounty rune. Easy. Easy money.
I'm looking at the other lanes at the moment as well. Bottom lane, Jonas and Fan falling low.
He didn't get press the attack, so...
Yeah, so it's until that point, he is going to have a tough time.
You take it a 2, I think, generally. You go 0-1-1, I think, in the lane to deal with the Timbersaw. But at this point, I mean, it's kind of already over for Jonas and Fan.
He got a bit of CS out of it. It was coming out on top of MP, but yeah, overall it's just the fact that he's forced to back out. MP is going to get at least one free wave, totally uncontested, maybe even more.
He does have the Orb in him. That kind of helps versus the reactive armor. But we're talking about a level 2 reactive armor.
We'll see how it continues to fare down in, if any rotations come through. Pi, level 3.5, the master of the jungle. As he continues to farm up those creeps in the safety of his own half of the map. The mid lane CS, we've got mid 1. 8 for 3, 15 for 6, Limp. With the backup of Hanskin on this IO, is certainly having the better time in this mid lane, but he could be in trouble as he comes forward. A lot of damage coming out. The Sunstrike won't connect onto Limp though. He'll start to back away, pops the South, will get cancelled. He keeps himself alive. Puppey couldn't quite get enough damage out to finish him. Top lane though, Kezu in a bit of trouble, but the Shroud and the Salve perfectly brings him back up to full health. And Secret won't be losing anyone there either.
That Sunstrike actually helped out Alliance. Because Wisp took damage so he could actually heal up the Tiny more. Oh,
Nice.
tossed back onto the ranged.
They kill him off. He tries to slow down Alliance here with the Ghost Wall. Limp can't get close enough for the touch. Pi holds him back
Wow.
with the
what
Frostbite.
What a sick ice wall.
And the power of the ice being used in the mid lane between the two of them.
That saved him so hard there.
And bottom lane, this is the state there once again. Jonas and Fan forced to back out of the lane.
Yeah,
And we're starting to see MP really kind of get the groove going down there. And we can expect this Timbersaw to come out of the laning stage pretty wealthy.
Yeah. I don't know if that lane that I saw was just a one-off though, where the LC beat the Timbersaw. Because in theory, Timbersaw just shreds most melee heroes, and especially strength melee heroes. But yeah, it's I'm kind of curious to see that matchup replayed a few times and see if the level 1 press the attack at level 1 or 2 could actually change the lane around for him. I don't know if it's possible.
Pi, maybe see if he can get a move in again. Limp is hanging around very, very low. He's got a lot of faith in Hanskin. Hanskin, can he actually save him here? Limp only just survives. I mean, this, I'm sure calculated here by Limp. Knows that he can trust in this IO to keep him alive. Top lane, Loda making a move on to Kezu, but again, this Ghost Shroud just proving how hard it is to dispatch at this Necro. Very tricky for Alliance to kill him at this stage.
Ghost Shroud is so good in that lane.
It really, really isn't. And Pilot Eye coming up at top as well. They could turn around and try and get a kill themselves, Secret. Getting a bit of harassment down onto Loda. I will keep himself hidden. Next time a crush connects, they could certainly look to try and close in and go for a bit of action, go for a bit of blood. And they've got to close that gap. Will Alliance let them? That's the question. Loda starting to salve up. EGM also has the salve at the ready. And Puppey's going to look for the wraparound. Sweeps nicely around outside of the cover of vision. And looking to get the opening onto Loda. Loda may be quick with the rage though. Loda. Moving on to Kezu. Puppey. Can he come out? Needs to get the crush just out of the dark sidelines. In fact, he's trying to go for the easy kill on TGM. The rage doesn't come out for Loda. Went for the open wounds. Doesn't have the mana for rage. They'll look to try and focus down at EGM. Looks like the Voodoo Restoration will be enough to save him. And now to the turnaround comes in. Hanskin Tethers across. Puppey and Kezu both low. Death Pulse keeping Puppey alive only just. Once again, Kezu with a Ghost Shroud. Means that there's no chance of Alliance chasing them down. But Secret don't get the kill that they were looking for.
They split up targets. I think that Puppey noticed that Loda didn't have enough mana for Rage, but Pilot I went onto the Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
And when you split up like that, very difficult to get a kill. Does leave Limp alone in the mid lane for a little bit. Him and Invoker are neck and neck in CS, 29 to 29.
Very, very close. The biggest difference really being down bottom, of course, the disparity between MP and Jonas Fan.
Yeah, he's already forced to leave the lane. Sad times for Jonas Fan.
I was trying to look for maybe a wraparound and set up something with a duel. He's level 6. It feels quite risky to attempt for, though.
Puppey and Pilot Eye are smoked behind
They're
them
prepared.
as well.
Let's see what Jonas Fan does here. Really wants to try and make it go. There's the leader, but there, Puppey and Pi turn up. Hits a good nuke, tries for a duel. He's trying to cast it here. Bring in Secret down low. Out comes the cast. Puppey's down. Alliance will find first blood, but a full TP rotation comes in from Secret. They'll turn around and get 1 kill. Can they get themselves anything more? Frostbite onto EGM. Toss back. Very nicely done by Limp, saving the Witch Doctor. MP continuing to try and dive even deeper, but now has to back up.
Man, Limp with these tosses. So good.
Is under attack.
The toss back to save the Witch Doctor was great.
Top lane Loader will now be left alone against Kezu. And because of the TP's out, bottom lane, Puppey could put a bit of pressure on. Jonas Fan and EGM straight down there. But it felt like that could have certainly gone a lot worse for Secret if Puppey and Pi weren't there, smoked up, ready for a bit of counterplay.
Jonas Fan, Witch Doctor move right under the Observer Ward. Crystal Maiden kind of scouts them out. They know they're going to gun for mid one again.
MP's ready to kind of play around with EGM if he wants. He's got Arcane Boots off cooldown in a couple of seconds. Does he have the burst to bring him down? EGM, nah, not with the backup of Hansken. MP can't do anything about that. Has to let them go.
Everywhere.
He really has, yeah, up and down, top lane to middle lane, consistently being in position to save his teammates. We're of course not going to see anywhere near the fast leveling that Pi had in game 1, but that's because he just hasn't had the chance to. They've needed this IO in lane, and as you mentioned, it's just been absolutely crucial in keeping Alliance alive.
Yeah, Hansken actually got the first blood too, so he already has his urn, doing quite well for himself despite only having 2 CS in the game. He is 4th from the bottom on net worth, and actually well ahead of the Witch Doctor, even with just 2 CS. Hasn't died, or actually only died once.
MP, progress still being made towards that hood. And this game, of course, going to be very nice. Means that the Tiny and I have very little chance of blowing up with a relocate gank. See how the Blink Dagger progression is looking on at Jonasen. Yeah, 900 gold. So still a fair bit of time before he is going to have that. And even when he does, I mean, it still feels like it's kind of a tricky game, isn't it, for him to find easy targets to get the duel wins on?
Definitely,
It's
because if he
really
duels,
hard.
he might just get Sunstruck himself.
Yeah, they can turn around the duels.
Or Reaper. Or Timbersaw would just shreds him apart.
Yeah.
So it's not easy at all for him to get dual kills.
Especially considering he did have that slow start down bottom. And MP, as we can see at the top there, on par, of course, with Limp. You know, in a very clean lane, mid lane. And he himself is a lot closer to Blink Dagger. Just 600 to go. And Blink will be there in the pocket of Tiny. I mean, between the two of them, once they both have the Blink online, they certainly have the capability to get in and immediately delete someone. But it will take both of them, for the most part, against Secret's lineup. And we'll rely on Secret being caught out of position. Some of these heroes. Midas now done for the Invoker. Certainly not the quickest from mid one, but 10 minutes in, it's still A-OK. Top lane, Loader. Trying to harass down MP a bit. Very hard for him to do on his own with MP having those 4 points in the reactive. EGM in the neighborhood as well, but the two of them, they can't really kill him. They can just try and force him back and slow down what he's getting from the lane.
Oh, if only they were level 6, they could actually kill the Timbersaw right now.
Do you think so with the Death Ward? Is that enough?
I think with Tiny in the back, yeah. You toss
Oh,
him
yeah,
in.
okay, yeah, with Tiny coming through.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to
Yeah.
try and do it the old-fashioned way without relocate.
We'll see what they can do. Set up already. MP bring down EGM left. In fact, EGM just straight up dies at the start of it all. They really need to find MP in return for this, and with the toss, they do. Infest from Loader to come out with a final bit of burst damage. As they do bring him down, Secret trying to get something in return. Nice pick up there. Limp gets the blink from the side shop, immediately jumps out of the bad position he was in. So they have that blink done on Tiny, and they did, of course, get the favourable trade. Very much worth giving EGM's life there to take down MP. Middle lane, Limp comes in looking for the combo, but Midborn's very, very quick with a Ghost Walk. And we'll be A-OK. We'll be able to keep himself safe. Bottom lane, Jonas and Fan getting some good space as well. And this will certainly help him on his route to finishing off that Blink Dagger. TP's coming in down bottom. But needs to start to back off. MP hits the Chakram slow, but won't try and chase down for more.
Looking at the pace, they need some more dual kills on Legion, though. It's
Yep.
been 12 minutes. Hasn't been able to cast duel yet because of the really tough lane that he had. And maybe once he gets to the blink, they can use Infest inside of him and try and get some quick and easy dual kills. Loda is not the most farmed lifestealer. He's had a decent amount of farm, but he actually goes for the no Blightstone build, too.
Limp trying to get himself a bit of a solo kill as he jumps in onto Pi, but with Kez in the neighborhood, he can't stick around to finish the job.
Double Hood looks like it's going to be the build coming out from Secret. One already up on the Timbersaw, and Necrophos is actually going one for one himself. I'm surprised to see the Necrophos not go for a mech. I guess you don't really have the mana to sustain it often.
I mean, I'm a little surprised. Don't we see a lot of Necros like to favour getting the Midas? And we know that Kez is a man who loves building the Midas on the offlane.
Yeah, I think Midas is really good too because of
Yeah.
his talent. His level 10 talent is 40 damage. 40 damage! It's really good. But just, I guess, opting for a more defensive build. Although, I think there's a lot of physical damage that he has to deal with. And Ghost Shroud, if you're not fast enough with it, won't save you from like a blink duel or a blink toss into some right clicks. So, I'm a little bit worried for his survivability.
For sure. And at the same time, Jonas and Fan, now with that blink, you feel a lot of pressure on this Legion to get something done because of the lacking of dual potential early on.
Yeah, I think so. Because Slaughter is also going to have his blink very soon. I think Slaughter having the same farm or close to the same farm as Legion Commander is a little bit worrisome if you're Alliance. A tad bit. And there we go. First Infest in. Jonas and Fan on the right side of the map. They did pop the shrine so that he had enough mana to duel.
Can they kill the Timbersaw?
He has 12 stacks up. They might as well. Ooh, they don't even try. They have relocate up, so it's definitely going to be a guaranteed kill. It's just I don't actually know what he's scared of.
I mean, maybe they'll still try. They're eyeing it up again. They're thinking about it. They are going to go in, and there with the relocate. Can they bring him down during the duration of the duel? Yes, they can. They'll get the winner chicken dinner. Jonas and Fan gets that 10 duel damage. Does take the 4 heroes, but it's a good kill, and it's a big kill as well, as Timbersaw MP was having a very nice opening to this game.
This is the thing about the Hood build. The Hood build doesn't do that much at all versus the Lifestealer or Legion Commander combo. So generally, that's why I would prefer maybe even like a straight Bloodstone on Timbersaw with like a casual cloak.
Oh, yes.
And or the mech for Son of Necrophos, just because I think the thing that you're dying to, the magic resistance, is not going to be particularly useful for.
Interesting from Limp as well. This game, he's going to be picking up the drums on the Tiny, something that, of course, we used to see a lot, but very much an item that's fallen out of favour. But Limp still feels it is the item to pick up on this Tiny.
Probably wants the move speed. The move speed is really good on it, but it's just, you know, there are generally other better items. But when you're stacking move speed, Grow gives you move speed. You can get move speed from your talent at level 15. You get move speed from the tether. You could be moving like upwards of like 500, which can help you catch the really fast heroes like Slardar. Can help you move and slog through that Crystal Nova or Freezing Field.
Loda says, screw Echo Saber, I'm getting a Midas. You talked about this
told
in game
you,
1.
dude.
You
I
did.
told you.
You said this is a man who loves his Midases.
I always know he's like debating. He's like, I should have just gotten Midas. I bet he regretted it last game. That's why.
I bet he's like, see, I told you, team, we wouldn't win if I don't get Midas. he's looking to prove a point this time around, Loda.
Oh, mid one is in a. Ooh. Oh, man. So not greedy from him going for that right camp. Such good awareness.
I mean, they can go on MP, but there's going to be backup coming in for a secret. Can they kill him in time? And no, it looks like the turnaround's going to be there immediately as they Necro ult down one of them. Witch Doctor's out. MP survives with the heals. He's going to be A-OK. And this is with the relocate in. The limp Tiny gets chopped down. 3 down, as that's the problem we kind of wondered would happen. If you go in on MP and you're not too sure that there isn't backup there. I mean, they had this ward here. I guess it didn't quite clip all of Secret coming down this lane.
It doesn't see that far south.
Yeah, I guess they must have just been outside of the vision of it.
Yeah, they were just parked near the T2, and the Slaughter did recently get his Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
And he crushed the Witch Doctor so fast. Like, Witch Doctor didn't even cast his ultimate. That's how fast it was. If he had, like, 1 tick from his ultimate, I think they would have, the Timber Cell would have died.
Yeah, for sure. MP got so low. But the backup and the team play was there from Secret to make sure that that was not the Blink Jewel that they would have hoped to get.
And Kezu's also going for Midas, like you mentioned.
Okay, so he's going back for it. Yeah, it
You know your
doesn't
Kezu,
surprise
dude.
me. Kezu likes his Midas.
Who
Yeah,
likes
they surprised
Midas
a little
more, Lifesteal or Loda or Kezu?
From the recent games I've seen, I've got to say Kezu. I think he gets hit pretty much in most of the
He
games.
plays more Midas-friendly heroes, though. Like, Enigma, I think,
True,
is way
yeah,
more
true.
Midas-friendly.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But if they were playing the same role and the same heroes, who would get Midas more?
Yeah, I'd agree, Loda. He likes to certainly opt for Midas. As you said, being on that safe lane hero, which a lot of the safe laners don't really want to be picking up Midas.
I'm just really surprised he didn't get Blightstone. Blightstone
Yeah.
is so good on Lifestealer, and it helps you siege. That T1 tower is still alive, and it's still quite healthy, too. It's at, like, 600 HP. It's like half HP, because you can't really pressure it with just a Windlace and his item build. But, you know, he likes his farm.
Yeah, we'll queue up the Deso now next. And Jonas and Fan, ready to look for a play. And of course, they're definitely one of the benefits of having the Midas on the lifesteal.
They're ready for this. They expect this.
They do again. It's a bit of a bait. I mean,
It's
Jonas and Fan,
definitely a
how
bait.
quick's he going to be with the jump? Because he's got to be careful. This can go horribly wrong for Alliance. They will try and open in onto the Necro. They do get the kill, but immediately Puppey comes in the midst of them all with the crush. They'll take down Jonas and Fan. Can they get more? Cold Snap onto EGM. MP does want to dive here. Eyeing up the Witch Doctor. They should be able to cut him down. No problems at all. And Secret, again, they do lose the Necro,
So sad
but
for
they find the
Kezu.
2 kills in return. Yeah, with the Death Ward drop down, kind of like you said before, then Alliance do have enough damage to find the kill quick enough, but they can't get themselves all out safety.
He didn't even buy his Midas before he died.
Oh, that is sad.
That is sad.
Poor lad, he did not expect to die that quickly then.
Man, if he had used his Midas and they got the tower gold, he'd be at like Midas plus 500 gold. Man,
Sad times for
that time
Kezu.
indeed. And when you're a Midas buyer, you care about that efficiency a lot too. I know he's must be pretty sad. Limp and Hanskin trying to run away, but sprinting Puppey with 540 move speed decides that he does not have any teammates close by because he is too fast for his own good.
I could call as well with Jonas and Fanon. And EGM coming across. Hanskin does have to relocate if they see an option to go for anything. Limp in terms of his build. After the drums, straight for the Aghanims. He's about a quarter of the way there. Elsewhere, Blade Mail's being worked on by Jonas and Fan. Any big items coming out next for the side of Secret? Bloodstone, of course, for MP now complete 20 minutes in. Blink Dagger will be next on his item menu.
Oh, is he going for Solar Crest?
On Pi?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks.
think
I'd
so.
imagine so, yeah. But the
Solar
the time I
Crest
picked up.
is so good against duels, against Lifestealer, against Tiny. Oh my goodness. What a value item. Invoker's farm. My goodness. 20 minutes in, Midas bot Scepter, the dream.
But the Midas is off cooldown, Ben.
There's no creeps.
There was bottom. But he didn't want to reveal himself, I think. I think he was waiting to see if anyone came. There's creeps here, Ben.
But the position reveal.
I guess so.
He's
And
going to BOT to range.
Oh, there we go.
To Midas' range creep.
Here is the creep. Oh, Midas. Yeah. There we go. Get that holla dollar. 744, 21 minutes in. There's not been a huge amount of kills really this game, and I think when you're running a Legion, that hurts Alliance, doesn't it? They would have wanted a bit more action for this game with Tiny IO and Legion.
Probably.
than just 4 kills at the moment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But you have Midas buyers on both teams, so, you know, that's kind of how it goes.
True, and it's definitely this lineup that Lions have that it is going to scale nicely. There's always going to be the chance of, if Secret get caught out of position, a stacked Tiny Iron Legion hanging onto your racks can melt them in a couple of punches as the game goes on. If it does get to that point, Jonas and Fan, oh my goodness. Oh, okay, he's dispelled the smoke, and they're hunting for him. Where is he? Jonas and Fan,
Wow.
if he gets out as well, and it looks like he will, he's just saved them a nice bit of bother with that smoke dispel and quick escape. And Lions immediately back off.
They had an observer ward to the south side, too, but...
I guess they didn't see him quite get into that position,
catch
yeah.
that nook in the tree. I like that change, where it's blue, where you can see with it.
Yeah, I mean, for a start, it intrigues me that it doesn't see between these two trees. It looks a bit odd, doesn't it, Ben?
A tiny bit.
I don't know, Valve's angles or something. Like that, I don't know. That feels like, I don't know, ward mechanics.
Imagine if trees were like squares, though. Because I think
Or do you think that's what it's kind of done it as?
yeah, because like
That's a square, so the corners kind of meet, and then the
Yeah.
angle, it's not going to pass through there.
I think that's what it's like. I don't think, or even if they're like cylinders, because you know it kind of looks like that because the top of the tree is not as wide as the bottom. Who knows?
Who knows? Ice Rock knows. Chainman out. Yeah, the full blade mail picked up for Jonas and Fan. Top lane, Loader, interesting build. He is going to, well, at the moment at least, he's planning on building the Diffusal Blade.
Diffusal is
Ghost Shroud.
the best item versus Ghost Shroud.
Yeah. Make sure that you can get that quick and easy kill onto Kezi with, yeah, Deso and Diffusal. Very little that you can just survive through the damage that will come out.
What? He even got a Dezo and didn't get the Blightstone early? What? Loda, please.
Blightstone, more like, get a Midas instead.
Slows down his Midas. Actually, I think you probably make the money back.
Oh, yeah, if you had a Blightstone, you'd probably
yeah.
get the Midas quicker.
Yep. And I think he would have taken the T1 tower on top already, too. So that would also take, you know, increase your farm speed. Man, mid one is on top of his game though.
Yep.
He is
Keeping
he
it
has
solid.
avoided death, which is like look how long Jonas and Fan has been parked up there, and multiple angles to without wards. Just expecting where the Legion gank is going to come from and a potential relocate, just knowing that things could get nasty really quickly. And he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, he doesn't have a Lincoln Sphere, but once he gets to Lincoln Sphere, maybe he will be running out.
They will jump forward and look to finish off the tier 1 tower, so they'll get away with that one. But yeah, Secret just really doing
His
a very
Midas
good
was
job
off
of avoiding.
cooldown. That's what made him come out.
It's still off cooldown, but there we go. Net worth wise, as you said, mid one obviously at the top. The rest of it all very close.
Lifesteal's keeping it close because of the Midas.
Yeah, it certainly keeps him, especially, and it allows him to do that kind of sit AFK inside Jonas and Fan, looking for a fight, as he'll constantly have that kind of catch-up goal with the Midas. Mid one, maybe seeing if we can set something up, but already Alliance keeping themselves away from this area of the mappers. And he comes across, looking for EGM. EGM could be in a rather spot above, but the cast comes out with some good bounces, and EGM will continue to try and walk his way away. And the cast may have just saved him here. And MP will continue to chase, and he's not going to get any backup or help EGM, so at the end of the day, MP will be allowed to dive and take down the Witch Doctor. And EGM makes him work for it.
6 on strike. Loda almost has Diffusal Blade. He can actually just sell his Windlace and get Diffusal Blade right now. Is he not going to sell his Windlace?
20 move speed, Ben.
Well, he needs to make room for his Diffusal, though.
Yeah, sell the Midas, Ben. It's already, you know.
Please. That's the last thing on his mind right now.
Sell Midas, 25 minutes in, GG. Here we go, Secret into the pit, and it's really kind of slowed down for Alliance this game. They are getting the farm and keeping on par. And as you said, maybe just waiting for that Diffusal Blade before they start to get really active. Bottom lane, Puppey. Quick with the crush. I will come in with a save to make sure that Limp gets out. But of course, Hansken
free Bloodstone
will
charge.
have to give his life. Well, that is true. MP is smiling from cheek to cheek. Spam, there we go. 14 charges up on the Bloodstone. And there we go, there's the laugh. He loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Tiny not going for BKB this game too. He is going to go for an AC.
I like this, because, you know, this is the alliance that wants to get in and catch them off and take down towers in a couple of hits.
But you wanted Loda to get BKB last game though.
I didn't want him to get BKB. I thought he would. Did I want him to get BKB?
He was the Luna. I said I would get Butterfly. He got BKB instead.
But the BKB was good for the fights, though.
He didn't need it.
I don't know. He did need it.
I think
he
Tiny
didn't-
needs it this game. He's versus Invoker, Timber, and Necrophos.
He ain't got any magic damage on Secret.
They have CM2. They have no fright click.
They've got a lot of magic damage on Secret. Loda trying to go forward here. Instant duel. That's a good one as well. But it is just the Aegis. Can they kill him a second time? It doesn't look like they can, so Jonas and Fan will be happy with just picking up the 3+ 12. Well, I say free. He could be in trouble. Jump forward from Puppey. They get the crush. Meteor straight down onto one of them, and bam! That's going to be a Reaper's ult death. Puppey will go down in return, but Loda, he's surrounded. Mid one, juking him out, kiting him away. They'll chop down the Lifestealer as well. Kezu gets the double. And that's going to be 2 of Alliance's cores down for a minute and off the map.
And looks like Midwan has BOT to that creep wave. He does have the Lincoln Sphere. Is he going to try and set up? He knows that Tiny wants to get this tower, but he has no backup at all.
He jammed with the Invis rune. He
does
wants a
have
sneaky paralyzing cast.
He has the Lincolns, though.
Aye. But if he bounces it to another creep and it bounces back and forth, then he'll get him. And in fact, well, actually, Midone just walks past the avalanche. Hanskin gets blown up.
What?
He just kind of just walked past the stones.
Outskilled, dude.
Ah,
Just-
yeah. Surfing the avalanche. That movement speed, and well, Puppey.
That was actually sick.
EGM just gets blown up as the Invis wears out.
That is 4 heroes dead, just like that.
And it feels like Alliance has just got to hit a brick wall this game, and they're struggling to get something done. The farm's still great. They still have every opportunity to get it.
Pylai in a risky position. They do miss a stun on him. Pylai shows his position with a Crystal Nova.
And here comes the backup from Secret immediately onto Limp. There's the Reaper's ult. Limp's down. 80 seconds into the C3P goes.
He doesn't need BKB.
Look at Loda hiding. They don't see him. He's actually, I think he chose to control. Did he choose to overtake the
No,
siege creep?
no.
I swear he moved it weird.
That'd be sick if he could actually control it like that. And just
Oh, okay, and then of course,
pretend to be
they'll be
one.
able to kill it then.
Yeah.
But he's chilling. They don't know he's there. Well, they do know. They did ping it out. Loda's just riding in the carty. He's like, look, boys, I'm on Team Secret now. Oh, here we go. He jumps out. He's ready to turn against them. Onto mid one here with the buyback from Limp. That will get them the kill on Invoker. Great buyback. Alliance get a massive kill. They stop the push, and they keep Loda alive. Make sure he can get back safely outside of the cart.
Pretty nicely played from them, but still fairly costly. Tiny still has a lot of upside. AC going to be completed quite soon for him. Limp actually got the kill too, so that's actually not that great for him.
Oh, because of the buyback penalty, yeah.
Yep. All gold earnings reduced by 60%.
So that 550 is before the reduction, isn't it?
I'm not actually sure.
Because it was only on a 3 kill streak, and he wasn't. Well, he
Yeah,
was a little higher net worth. Oh yeah, I want to say that 550 is before reduction, so he got less than that, I think.
I mean, they're 10,000 gold ahead.
Yeah.
So
I guess so. Maybe it
it
was
would be
worth
like
more than
1,100 gold then if it weren't for the reduction. So I'm pretty sure it's before the reduction.
Yeah.
I don't think he's worth 1,100
I don't
gold.
think he's worth 1100 gold
Yeah.
either.
That's like a godlike streak. Or
Yeah, he was only on a
maybe
3
like
killing
a
spree.
monster kill.
Oh,
yeah.
Pylai die. Oh, goodbye, Crystal Maiden. The question is if Secret can do anything in return. Puppey actually has an Invis rune here. Looking to set something up. Gets the 2-man crush. MP following through with the burst. Kezu's there as well with the Reaper's ult. That's the Legion down. Tornado's going to be off the mark, but Loda with Rage still on cooldown. He's out as well. And again, I mean, it seems like each and every time that they find a duel, Secret always punish it.
Yeah, they are ready for all these duels.
I
though.
don't
It's
think we've
actually
seen a single
crazy.
duel that's been a clean kind of get in and get out situation.
No, Secret are just incredibly good at anticipating these maneuvers from
Yeah.
Alliance. And Jonas Fan, he's getting dual damage sometimes, but most of the time he just immediately dies afterwards. It's kind of crazy. He's 0, 4, and 5.
Top lane MP. Worth noting, 22 Bloodstone charges on this Timbersaw.
He's kind of unkillable. He almost has the Shivas too. So reactive armor sacks, they do not have enough magic damage to kill him at all. Maybe with Maledict and a lot of physical.
Straight in onto EGM. The Witch Doctor's out and down. Alliance the 3 men out. They do have buyback, of course, on Lifestealer, but they do not want to use it. Still out for 15 seconds. They'll have to let at least one set of racks go. Secret push in, jump forward. Secret getting aggressive, seeing if they can catch anyone. I won't get the kill. They will clear this top lane. Limp jump forward, see if he can get the toss back onto one. Was it going to be the case? Bash is now complete on Loader as well. If he can get his hands on someone, he can give him a good chance of bringing them down, especially once Limp has the completed AC. But it's still not quite there, and Secret get the racks, and they get out, and Alliance are unable to punish them for it.
They just walk out of there. No problem.
DD Rune as well. Newborn will take it. Solar Crest is now complete on Pylodai. It's going to make it even more of a nightmare for Loader really to lock down and actually kill a target in these team fights with the Solar Crest in play.
I don't even know how they get the jump on a hero like Invoker. Let's say Invoker TB's down bottom and runs into the LC. How do they pop his Linken's to lock him down? You'd have to like pop out pop out open wounds and blade mail before he does anything.
Mid lane, Secret already eyeing up for more fighting. Limp keeping himself away. Did finish off the AC, of course, with his investments. Will mean he's a little short on the buyback. God, I guess it's still on cooldown, yeah, from his initial buyback at that last fight. And indeed it is. 3 minutes still unavailable. Secret back off. Clear off the shrine. We'll see when the Roshan respawn is. In just under a minute. We'll see if it's going to be the longer or the shorter. Jonas and Fan trying to complete that BKB. They are starting to move around. They may pincer him off. MP's got the vision on him. Blink out just before the Shivas touches him, but MP's continuing to chase this. Loader's in the neighborhood. MP, he just does not care, going straight for Jonas and Fan. Loader tries to turn to Puppey, but Puppey now has a BKB complete. Alliance come in with a relocate with the Death Ward. MP falling low. It kills himself. MP's out of the fight for 20 seconds. Limp has the Loader Lifestealer jump back outside of him, but here comes the combo from mid one, wiping through them. The Deafening Blast takes down the IO. Reaper's ult from Kezu onto Limp. He's out for a good 2 minutes, and Puppey's not done. Going in incredibly deep here. There'll be a duel, but the damage isn't there. The Solar Crest is just so good against this Legion, making it impossible for Legion to finish off Puppey. And Secret, they're just jumping in for more blood and slaughter as the full lineup of Alliance hits the decks. Blood and guts spread everywhere, and Secret are onto the high ground once more. And 23-8. This game certainly not as close as game one was, Ben. This was a much rougher affair for Alliance.
Their team fight is just incomparable to Team Secret's. And Timbersaw, I think, played very, very well. Mid one, I think, dominated this series. Great awareness from him in game number 2 to dodge all those duels. And I mean, the support cast is also incredibly quick to respond to each of the dual ganks. I don't think they got enough accomplished with the Lifestealer early. I think he needed to push down that tower early on to buff up their gold a little bit more so they could roam around and get more kills with the LC. I think they could have like invaded that shrine area in that left jungle where Invoker was farming much, much earlier if that tower was taken down.
Absolutely, but overall, just, Alliance, they came into this game to try something very different to game one, try something that they're very comfortable with. I mean, I'd say pretty much all players on one of their signature heroes or so, but it just was so hard for them to get anything done, as we saw. Every time the Legion, Jonas and Fan tried to find a pick-off, Secret immediately there with the turnaround. Mid one, as you said, we mentioned both Ember and Invoker being his two heroes that you've got to be terrified of. I mean, is it getting to the point where you've just got to ban those out in the first phase and the second phase? You've got to take them away. I mean, it seems so hard for teams to play against.
I think they just need to play better as a team. You know how they played around the Timbersaw this game? I think that's actually what Alliance wanted to do around Limp's Timbersaw last game.
Yeah, in game one. Okay.
Right? If they had played better around the Timbersaw in the game number 1, I think they...
Because Limp was pretty massive at the start,
Yeah, he was very, very massive. And they were behind him. In case you go on this super, super fat Timbersaw, it should take you a while to kill him, theoretically. And, I think Alliance would have pulled out a victory had they played a little bit better together as a team around the Timber. But yeah, all in all, Secret superior teamwork. Better drafts slightly, I would say. This game, yeah, they just flat out played way better.
Yeah, for sure. So Secret with that win now, they're straight to the final of this region.
Straight to the grand finals.
Straight to the grand final. We are going to have, of course, the two losers of the first two series play. So NIP versus Bears.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be tomorrow, and then the winner of that will go up against Alliance. The winner of that will get the pleasure of playing Secret once again in the grand finals, which is best of 3. Winner, of course, will go to the Kiev Major. So that's it for the EU action today, ladies and gentlemen. I believe CIS is still going on, so be sure to check that out. I believe that's being shown now over on the mainstream, where you can find links to that one. And then, of course, we'll be moving on. We'll also be including, we're going to be having some SA coverage now with the playoffs kicking off for that. NA coverage in China as well. It's SCA. You'll find it all here on Beyond the Summit. We are covering every playoff game, so don't worry about finding the action from that. But that's it from myself and Malini. We've just witnessed, again, Secret having a very dominant performance today as they move on with another clean sweep, 2-0 against Alliance. We'll see you guys about. Enjoy the rest of the Dota here at the Kiev Major Qualifiers.
E-Gaming Bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Do you play Dota 2? Would stakes make your games more exciting? No, not those stakes. These stakes. Log into our website and challenge a friend, or search for a quick match. Choose your settings and get matched in what we call a stake-to-play game. Hold on, just gonna win this. Yeah!
Victory.
And when you win, you can buy, I don't know, a steak or whatever. And yeah, that's basically how ePulse works. So sign up and play at epulse.com.
Hi guys, I am Jesse. I'm gonna be making an analysis from a replay.
Hi guys, Slasher here. In this series, Slasher dissect Phantom Assassin.
My name is Jenkins Dota.